Welcome to IndianShareTips.com, and today we are going to analyze that which form of gold you should choose which will help you to maximize the returns. As we know that Indians have a great association with gold, and probably we are one of the highest gold holders in the world, and if we make this gold holding come into the market, then we can rule the whole world. That will be our economic power. So notwithstanding that gold is a good means for holding in form of investments, Egyptians have been holding since that time, and gold has been found along with their mummies. So this metal has a fantasy since more than 2000 years. So if you are going for gold as an investment, you are not wrong. Okay, so we come to the three forms of the gold in which you can hold. One is physical gold, which we normally do, that is, go to the shop and buy it. Second one is sovereign gold bonds, and third one is gold ETF. Well, if you love your wife, there is no harm in buying her the gold, because you are able to buy her the gold jewelry as well as it works as an investment. Investment in gold is better than diamonds because you can always get a loan against the gold, physical gold, but you may not be able to get the loan against any diamond ring, etc. So, if you have a future plan of taking any loan against this asset, then gold will weigh over diamond. Diamond you can go if you have adequate cash and you have sufficient gold reserves and you don't require a future requirement of any loan. So let's first finish the physical gold. Returns are lower than actual returns on gold, because once you buy, you pay the GST on that, you pay the making charges to the tune anywhere between 8% to 20%. So moment you buy the gold jewelry, the making charges has depreciated the value, GST, which is 3% on the gold purchase, has gone, and once you return the gold, there might be some further deduction up to 3%. Safety wise, physical gold safety is low because there is always a threat of being stolen. Purity is questionable from local jewelers, but from the jewelers who are branded ones, you can always be assured of it, and you can always check it against the carat meter. Long term capital gain tax is applicable after 3 years for physical gold, and storage cost is high because you will have to buy a locker for the safe custody, for which you pay the rent. We come to the sovereign gold bonds. We like this the most because its returns on gold are higher. You are able to get up to 2.5% interest on your holding per annum. Safety is high because you are not holding it anything in physical form, but these are held in the form of demat form. No question of purity arises, and no long-term capital gain tax if held till maturity. Generally, these sovereign gold bonds are of a tenure of 8 years, and storage cost is nil because it is held in your demat account. Lastly, we come to the gold ETF. Returns are lower than actual returns on gold because you pay some transaction charges, etc. Safety remains high. Purity, no questions because it is being held in electronic form, and long term capital gain tax applicable after 3 years. And storage cost is very low, oblique nil, because it is held in electronic form in the demat. So if you want some investments, you can go ahead with the gold If you want to make your wife happy, take her for gold shopping, because this way you are not only able to make your wife happy but are also able to get an asset which you can liquidate in split seconds. So gold has to be always a part of your portfolio, maybe say 10 to 15%. It can be a part of your holding purposes in your investments. This will help you to diversify and will also provide you liquidity, so you can say that your all eggs are not in the same basket. If you like our views, do remember to subscribe to the channel. Do show your love by an uptick, by a thumbs up, and do send the video to your friends and colleagues, which will help them clarify so many doubts. This is an authenticated information and you can go ahead with our advice. We are SEBI registered investment advisory services, and we do provide gold tips at MCX for intraday trading. We will provide the URL in the description box, and for intraday purposes you can also consider our bank nifty option tips, which is providing hefty returns on a daily basis. URL again you can see in the description box. Thank you for visiting Indian Share Tips YouTube channel, and we look forward for your association on a longish time frame.